Hello everyone, this is a 4v4 commentary battle. Huntsman Avenger plays as Prussia, Huntsman the Spaniard plays as GB, Huntsman 33rd Foot plays as GB, and Huntsman Triphammer plays as Prussia. HG Rattue plays as France, HGT Lada plays as France, LGI Spartacus as Austria, and Hanoka as Sweden. So as you can see here, this is just basically an overview of the armies and how they're moving up. This is my army here, an Avenger out on the flank. This is my line moving up to my lights at the moment. And over here you can see that Austria Spartacus has made a cav charge to try and take out some of 33rd Foot's lights. 33rd Foot saw this quite easily. It was quite a distance he had to charge them and form square. These are Triphammer's lights moving up. Obviously Sweden have a 125 range, so they have a bigger range, so he took a militia unit to put in front of them to take the first shot so they could allow to get in there in range. And 33rd Foot's just moving his line up to support his flank. He's taking some fire from the Gensers, the Austrian lights. They're shooting at him at the moment, but it looks like they're retiring back. So this is Avenger and myself, both facing French armies. I had my lights flanking on the Austrians, and I didn't move them back quick enough, and I ended up getting shot a little bit by an Austrian line that rushed forward. Here the Swedish decided to try and do a cav charge on Triphammer's flank. He squared up nice and quickly, sorted that out. Triphammer's been charged by a Swedish cav unit, and 33rd Foot supported him and took the cav unit out before it did any damage. I think 33rd Foot's got 4 cav units on that one Sweden there. And the Swedish cav has pulled out now. No, they wouldn't have beaten the square, so there was no point in them staying in there. The whole time Triphammer's been hit by artillery, and he's now rushed up. So his line and his lights are now both in firing range. So they'll be able to get a huge amount of shots off. And here's my cav. I sent 2 cav across to charge in, and 33rd Foot also had 2 cav in behind, which he charges in, as you can see there, coming in from the other angle. So I've got 1 lifeguard and 1 light dragoon, and 33rd Foot's got 2 light dragoons in there. And we're just basically going to run right the way through the line, disrupt everyone, stop them from firing, kill as many Swedish men as we can, and basically Triphammer will take very nearly no losses at all, because the Swedish line won't be able to fire. And here you can see the Austrian player Spartacus has sent across some lancers to try and help out, but it's way too little too late. There's no way the Swedish guy could come back from this now. My lifeguard will stay in there till the very end. I think my light dragoons hold on as well, but the lifeguard have very, very good melee stats and very, very good morale. So this is me now, and this is my lights in a light on light battle, and I'm going to rush my line up here as well. I didn't move my line forward too close behind, as my guy's got a couple of horse art. I didn't want to get canistered right the way through. Here 33rd Foot is now engaged Spartacus properly, and here's a cav charge by me, and I think Avenger sends in a lancer unit as well to support, and I'm going to literally just try and kill as many lights as I possibly can. I don't care about the cav. If it gets killed, it gets killed. Just want to try and give myself a great advantage in the light battle, so I don't have to stand around for a long time doing a light on light battle. So I'm going to charge in the cav as they are, and I think they rout away 2 of the units before getting routed themselves. Now I rush my line up, and then my lights will move as well, because my line are going to get in firing range of their lights, so then basically I can have twice as much firepower going on these units. So as you can see, the lights are moving up just in front of the line, and they're going to sit just in front, and then I've got a full, I think I've got 9 line units and 5 lights all firing down. Here it looked as if my guy attempted to flank Avenger, although he was nowhere near him, but now he's kind of in no man's land, so he's had to try and melee on the lights, which doesn't go down too well for him, as he's got 2 line units behind shooting him up. So here you can see everything I've got firing on these 2 French lights, so they'll rout away very quickly. It won't take them long to turn and run. Triphammer now has dispensed the Swedish guy. He's now gone, so Triphammer's going to constantly try and move behind. So here Lada, I think it is, the French player, is moving up his lines now. He's going to try and get some kind of firepower back. He took all 3 Old Guard units, so he's got 3 Old Guard units there, which actually do cause me a bit of a problem trying to rout them. So as he's trying to reform his lines, I'm getting 3 shots off the whole time. And here's Avenger moving a Foot Guard unit up as well to try and take on these lights on his opponent's left, his opponent's lights. And here Foot and Triphammer are trying to completely surround the Austrian guy. I see a couple of Swedish flags in the background, but no army left. So Avenger's moved his line and his lights up. Going to do the same thing. Try and get both the line and the lights firing on the lights, and try and kill them nice and quick. Then you get yourself a range advantage, so if anything does go wrong, you always have that to fall back on. So he rushes his 2 Foot Guards up there now. There are 2 Foot Guards there, and hopefully they're going to get some shots off. Now my lights are moving forward on their own now, as I now have complete range advantage. So he has no lights left, my French guy, so he has to move his line up. When he moves his line up, I get some free shots, and then I'll move my line up as well, I think. Yep, my line moved up. And here, as you can see now, Triphammer's just basically spending the entire game running behind now, trying to get himself into a good position. He's also got 3 cav back there as well. But me and Avenger basically are in a line-on-line fight now with the French, both with lights in front, so we have the advantage. Now Avenger's been cav charged by a load of French lancers, so he does a nice kind of thing, and cav charges them straight back with his lancers. Here I noticed that my right flank is actually not doing anything, it's not shooting anywhere. I think I've got 3 line units over there doing nothing, as I can't move too much further this way because of Avenger's line. So in a minute I believe I go melee on them. Yeah, and they go, look, they've got a couple of line there going in melee. They're going to go melee against the art that's there, and any Austrians on that flank as well. So 33rd hasn't got to be putting up with people shooting at him when he moves forward. My lines here are doing a very good job. GB lines are better than standard French lines, although Lada has 3 old guards, and I believe he had 2 young guards as well. So they are pretty tough to beat, those French guard units. So, but now I've gone in, I've meleeed them. 33rd Foot was very unhappy about that. He hates people stealing his kills. And then I managed to get onto the flank. As you see here, my units are moving up. My guy's completely routed away now. My units are moving up to support Avenger's guys. You see Triphammer's still moving behind right the way down the back. And because of the sheer numbers, the French French players all routed away, and that's the end of the battle. It was a good game to everyone. Thank you very much for playing, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you. Bye bye.